welcome back. Now we'd like to do a little segment we like to call Dear Rockstar. Dear Rockstar, we love Grand Theft Auto 5. The online play is fun, and we get to go make things go explodey.
Yes, it's an amazingly detailed game. A lot of the stuff is really, really, really great, but there are a few annoying little things.
So a lot of butt.
For one, there seems to, every so often my character becomes retarded and will not lock on to a target. In fact, if I'm shooting at somebody over there, suddenly I'm aiming up in this direction. It's
weird.
Yeah, it's strange and annoying, especially when it gets me killed.
We love the auto lock ability. We would like it if the AI for the auto lock ability would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
More precise.
Right.
One of the things I hate is trying to turn while walking. Because you don't turn, you
pivot.
Glide. And sometimes you will walk around in a circle just trying to turn a little bit.
Or fun is the thing where you're trying to get into your car and then suddenly you wander like 12 feet over and get into some other completely different car.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Timers. I hate timers. I hate the timer on the screen where you're choosing your next mission after you finish something up and everybody's voting on what to go to next. There's not enough time. You should
read what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, to read what you're supposed to be doing and kind of discuss it with your group. There should be at least another minute or two worth of time to figure out which mission you want to do, because it feels very rushed and it feels kind of forced.
I understand that you guys are trying to make it so that you don't have the analysis paralysis, which tends to be a board gaming term, but I think it applies to this, where you got one person who's like, I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do this or that? You've got the voting system. But once it becomes a majority, it automatically goes to. Give the people a chance to talk about it first.
Yeah. Some time to discuss the merits of what mission you're going into. How well you can work it out with the number of people you've got, or maybe maybe one person wants to play something, but it's a really low payout.
At least give the option to turn it down.
Yeah.
Or the option to turn it off.
Yeah. The other thing, when I'm on that screen and I choose a mission, don't put me into somebody else's fucking instance. I want to play. If I want to play with other people, I will invite those fuckers when I get into my game. But frankly, I'm an antisocial cocksucker on that game. I have a small handful of people that I want to play with. People that I trust to not fuck shit up. Mm-hmm. Like the Lamar mission we had earlier today. We had a couple of people that we didn't know, and they were fucking shit-boning the goddamn mission. So bad, this guy threw his fucking controller on the floor. And I haven't thrown a controller for years. Mostly because controllers can't take it as much as the old Nintendo controllers used to be able to. That's true. But, so just saying that, we generally don't like playing with strangers. Yeah. And which is another thing, dear Rockstar, that I have to bitch about. Stop trying to force me to be social. Yeah. I mean, that seems to be half of the shit that goes on in these goddamn missions now, is that it gets set up so you absolutely have to play with fucking strangers. Yeah. Like heists. It would be nice if I could accept a heist with, if every heist was a minimum of 2 players with a possibility of 4 or more. Well, I can understand why they have a minimum of 4 players, because you have roles that you're playing. But give us a greater variety of heists. So if we've got 2 players, we can play a set of 2-player heist missions. Yes. So a larger variety of range of abilities. Another thing I'd like to see is like a 10-player heist. Give us a heist where I technically might not be able to play it, but it'd be like a raid for like an MMO. Okay, yeah. And give
give the option for a 10-player heist. That would be interesting to try and get something like that going. Once again, I probably wouldn't participate in it, but it'd be nice to be able to have that option. Especially for like the larger crews where they got a group, where you got a large group of people that play together. It'd be nice for them to have a series of missions that they could play through all together.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing that I find annoying is the economy seems to have become really lopsided in the game.
Yeah.
Like there's the 2 new vehicles that they released for Halloween. I want them both, but it's taking a while to grind up to the $600,000 that I need to buy a fucking rat rod. What is that shit? Where I'm still bombing around in a really nice, what is it, $20,000 fucking Vergero. Yeah,
or your Dukes.
No, the Dukes was like 60,000, but that seemed reasonable. Mm-hmm. And they're both, nice looking cars. I've done some cool shit with them. I like the hot rods. I'm not really necessarily into the high end shit. But then you turn around and release a hot rod that the base car is, $550,000. That takes fucking time to grind up to, and I'm on a timer. I've only got until the 16th of November to earn all that money, and I still have a job.
Maybe this is more specifically for PlayStation players, but I would like it that if somebody who's in your party chat, if they join, or have you be able to set aside a group of people on the server you're playing with, where you're friends, where if you go into a mission and you're part of that group, that automatically gives those people an option to join that mission.
Oh, and gives them priority over other people joining.
Yes. Because
let's face it, we'd like to play with our friends.
Yeah.
Not fucking D-bag bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah, or a bunch of D-bag 30-year-olds who act like 12-year-olds.
Oh, or those guys who get onto chat in the game and they think that it's their job to interject the word nigga twice into every fucking sentence.
Yeah, like...
I hate those guys, and I don't want to get stuck playing with those little cunts. Those guys are fucking annoying. They suck. I want people that I like and that I know I can trust to not aggravate the shit out of me or blow the mission.
Not to say that we haven't blown missions, and not to say that we haven't met people that we've enjoyed playing with.
Yeah, no, they're like Airman Derpington. We don't really see him anymore, but he was cool. I dug him. He was decent shit.
Yeah. And, he was really understanding that we didn't know the mission that we were playing.
Yeah, well, we had just started playing the heists.
Yeah.
And, and we had met him out of necessity. But, he was really cool about walking us through it. But, so there are good people you meet on there, but I would like the option to be more selective about who I'm playing with.
Yeah.
And not just get automatically, dumped into a situation where... frankly, I'm dragging around a game anchor.
And it'd be nice to know ahead of picking a mission how much that mission is going to pay out.
Yeah, I still don't understand exactly how their payout system works.
No, because sometimes you'll do a mission, it'll give you $24,000, and sometimes you'll do it and it'll give you $15,000.
Yeah,
and it's really weird.
It's hard to predict because for a while we tried to document what we had made off of missions so that when we were trying to choose missions, we could pick ones that were going to pay out better. And we quickly realized that it fluctuated all over the fucking place.
And your higher level missions should always pay out more.
Yeah.
The more difficult and higher level a mission is, the more it should pay.
No, absolutely. Los Santos Connection, that fucker should pay out a minimum of $30,000.
Yeah.
But it fluctuates much further down like everything else, even though it's the really rare multi-part mission. I mean, getting through Los Santos Connection, that's, rolling up into the alley, killing all of those guys, figuring out the GPS thing, having to run up into the hills and fight off, all the guys up there, which can be a real pain in the ass, and then having to turn around and drive all the way back across town and get over to the airport and take out all of those guys. And then to get a $17,000 payoff for it, fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fun mission, but frankly, it should be worth more because it's a lot more effort to get through it.
Yeah.
And God forbid you're doing that shit solo.
Yeah.
Then you're talking about spending a half hour, 40 minutes to get through that mission and rolling the dice as far as your payout.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty much covers our biggest gripes about the game. Once again, we love the game. We play it.
No, it's
a lot.
absolutely great. I love driving in that game. The car physics are so fucking good. And I love all the little details in the game. There's just a couple of broad stroke things that annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, one of the big things that I would really like to see fixed more than anything is the on-foot controls. The on-foot controls are just horrendously gliding.
Yeah, sometimes my character just becomes retarded.
Like we're trying to get on a ladder, for God's sake, climbing down a ladder.
Oh
my
God, how many times I've died because I thought I was getting on the ladder and tipped just a little too far and took a 4-story fall straight into the fucking pavement.
Yeah.
So
it's little stuff like that.
Yeah, and those freaky moments, and
you're trying to get in a car and you're just doing a Chinese fire drill like 4 or 5 times.
Right, yeah, just flipping back and forth. Maybe I'll get into the car, but not. There are some control issues in that game that suck. On the other hand, there's a lot of stuff that's really great. I mean, there's a reason that GTA Online still has a thriving community after all this time.
Yeah.
They put in the effort. They made a really good game that's a lot of fun. And the fact that they're constantly adding content is really nice.
It'd do a little bit more server maintenance. Because, your servers need to be restarted a little bit more often, I think. Because sometimes things will get really laggy for everybody.
Yeah, really laggy, strange shit starts happening.
Yeah.
It feels like sometimes the physics gets really wonky.
Yeah, and it's not just my end. I know that sometimes when it's happening for me, I'll ask everybody, and everybody will be having the same issue. Mm-hmm. So I think you need
or
to
a lot of
restart
times
your
we're
servers
just
a
playing
little
in the
more
same
often.
room anyway, and you can see shit going on somebody else's
Well,
screen.
Yeah, but I could see where that would just be our connection. Mm-hmm. But if we're having the same connection issue, and then we ask Josh or Brad or whoever else is playing with us, and they're like, yeah, they've been like this all day, then it seems like a server side.
Yeah. But yeah, by all means, don't take this as shitting on the game. It is 98% absolute excellence. Some of the little detail things are so stunning. Like the rain effect looks so nice. God. The way car physics change with weather is very cool.
The way every car feels different.
Yeah, driving a muscle car and driving a supercar, completely two different things. I mean, a muscle car, you got to be on your game because you've got to overcompensate for certain things and really take into account, how a car will body roll and how it's going to want to skid, and certain cars, like a lot of the rods have a problem turning at high speeds. Mm-hmm. Like my hot knife is a real bastard to get around a corner at high speeds, unless you let off the gas, turn the wheel, and pop the gas to kick the ass end around.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of the supercars, it's like driving on rails. It's just a little twitch, it pops over to where it's supposed to be. It's great performance, and I don't think there's a car that you pay for in that game that I've really hated.
Yeah. But, yep, that's our rant.
Right, yeah, we've probably gone over time. So, we're out.
Keep up the good work, Rockstar. Just, please, if you get a chance to fix some of those issues, please do.
Right, and everybody else have a nice week.
Toodles.
Later.